Hi class, this is 7.9. This is a very hard section. I am not going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on the rest of them. Anything that is given to you will be pretty much easy questions because I really don't want to cover this in detail because it's going to be covered more in 111. And so I don't even think that if I didn't have to produce it for you guys, I probably wouldn't. So oxidation-reduction reactions. So you should be pleased because once I cover this, it's confusing. This is transfers of electrons. That's what these reactions are. Reactions involving transfer of electrons are called oxidation-reduction reactions, or in short, redox reactions. Redox reactions are responsible for the rusting of iron, the bleaching of hair, the production of electricity in batteries. Many involve the reaction with oxygen, but not all. So I found some things to try to make this easier to understand. The term oxidation means the loss of electrons. Reduction means the gain of electrons, and this is where people have a hard time with. Oil rig is I don't know what you call it, a nickname to remember this. Oil rig, oxidation is lost, reduction is gain. There's also these other ones that are weird. Lost electrons, oxidation, gain electrons, reduction. What this means is that you have, so this oxidation is a loss of electrons. X is oxidized by Y. X loses electrons. X is a reducing agent. X increases in oxidation number. Again, I'm not really going to test on this, but I'm giving it to you because I have to. Reduction is gain of electrons. Y is reduced by X. Y gains electrons. Y is an oxidizing agent. Y decreases in oxidation number. You will have to learn all of this in 111. Notice that the oxidation reduction has to occur together. So that means one will be reduced, one will be oxidized. If one substance loses electrons, those electrons have to go somewhere. They will be gained, which is a reduction, by the other substance. And the thing is, sometimes you have to figure out, you have a whole compound of different substances. You have to figure out which one it is. For now, you will simply need to be able to identify redox reactions. I'm not going to test you on this. I'm not. If anything, it might be definitions. And that's pretty much it. What this is actually, transfer of electrons. I'm not going into detail, but I have to show this to you, so I'm going to. It is a redox reaction if it meets the requirements. A substance reacts with elemental oxygen. A metal reacts with a nonmetal. One substance transfers electrons to another. So you would be given just a reaction like this, and you will have to put in these oxidation states to see what is happening. Again, you're going to learn all about this in 111, and it's going to go into detail. That's why I'm not a big fan of showing this to you right now, because we don't break it down and go into big detail about it. So it's skimmed over, and then you don't see it again for another semester. So that's why I feel like it's only confusing. So here you could also see this is an oxidation. So this lost 2 electrons. This now has lost 2 electrons. It wasn't solid. So anything in solid is a 0 state. This has missing 2 electrons. But as we go over here, this 0 now has lost 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons now went to making this into a 0 state. So if you break these up into separate reactions, you can see what's happening here. Hopefully this might make a little sense. Again, this is a very confusing subject. Most students have a hard time with oxidation reduction. It takes a long time to work over it and over it until it connects. That's why I am not going to do anything with this section. But I'm showing it to you because you should look at it and you should read this section. Okay, so more examples. A metal reacts with a nonmetal. One substance transfers electrons to another substance. And a metal reacts with elemental oxygen. And that is not a metal. So this is a mistake. Sorry about that. I don't know what that one should have been. Combustion reactions are a type of redox reaction. Again, you'd actually have to break down the atoms and determine the electrons on these, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this. They are characterized by a reaction of substance with oxygen, and they form one or more oxygen-containing compounds, including water. Combustion reactions are exothermic. They emit heat. They contain carbon and hydrogen. This is a fancy term known as hydrocarbons. If you go into organic, you will be very familiar with hydrocarbons. And combustion reactions include the reaction of carbon with oxygen to form dioxide. So these would be oxidation reduction reactions. And that is it.